Okay class, now we are at type 3 question where we need to use trigo identity to solve the trigo equations. Okay, so step number 1 will still be the same. We'll try to find the range. For this question, if you realize it's secant squared x equals to 5. So I just need to find the range for x, and it happened to just be 0 and 360 degree. Once I know the range, I must make sure that my calculator is also in degree mode so I don't get it wrong. Okay, so now number 2. Step number 2, we will need to find the reference angle. So for reference angle by itself, right, we always need to find cos x equals to something, sin x equals to something, or tangent x equals to something. So for this case, I need to make sure I can change secant to become cos, tangent, or sine. Secant square x, we know that it's just equals to 1 over cosine square x. Okay, just a quick recap. If I have 1 over x equals to 5, based on cross multiply, you will get this. Realize that x is actually equals to 1/5. So if I flip the equation, flip the fraction over at the left hand side, I can actually just flip the fraction at the right hand side to get the value of x. Okay, so this will only work if left and right hand side of equations are both a single fraction. So based on this concept, right, I can also write cosine square x has 1/5. Of course, I don't want to find cosine square x. To find my reference angle, I need cosine x. So I just need to write square root 1/5. And once I'm at this step, right, the next step I'll do is very simple. I just need to find my reference angle now. And it's just equals to cosine inverse square root 1/5. So next step, of course, is to press the calculator. Cosine inverse square root 1 over 5. Do remember we always take the positive value to get the reference angle. So here we'll get 63.435. 63.435 degree. You will always try to write the reference angle in 3dp instead, because final answer in 1dp. Next step, before you clear the memory, right, it's best to store the value of the reference angle by pressing store memory. So now the reference angle is in my memory. Okay, so next step I'll do, of course, I need to determine the range. So again, ASTC. So for ASTC here, for my cosine, I have a plus minus square root value. Means to say, what's the quadrant will give me which quadrant gives me positive cosine, and which quadrant gives me negative cosine? Do you realize? I need to find the values for all 4 quadrants, which means to say, first quadrant is just reference angle, second quadrant is just 180 minus reference angle, third angle is 180 plus reference angle, and final one. Okay, so this is what I need to find. So next step. So now, x is actually just equals to, okay, answer in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. And since I know x is equals to the value itself, right, I know that I don't have to do any manipulation to like divide or minus any value of x once I get the answer. So I can actually leave all my answers in 1dp straight away. So first quadrant, very simple, right? It's just the reference angle itself. So it's 33.4 degree. Okay, second quadrant is taking 180 minus the recall memory. And I'll get 116.6. 6.6 degree. Okay. Next one is simply just taking 180 plus recall memory. Okay, and I'll get 243.4. 434 degree. And of course the final answer, I just need to take 360 minus my recall memory. And I'll get 296.6. 6.6 degree. Ta-da! And that gives me my final answer. Okay, since I know that that's the only 4 answers and I don't have to do more manipulation, my answer is just this 4. And A is just sitting. Okay, Try number 2, 18 by yourself if you are able to, but this time 18 will requires a bit more work. You may need to use your identity.